This evening's Bible reading is taken from Mark, chapter 14, verses 43 to 50. As Jesus was speaking, Judas, one of the 12, appeared. With him was a crowd armed with swords and clubs, sent from the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders. Now the betrayer had arranged a signal with them. "The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him and lead him away under guard." Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, "Rabbi," and kissed him. The men seized Jesus and arrested him. Then one of those standing near drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. "Am I leading a rebellion," said Jesus, "that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? Every day I was with you, teaching in the temple courts, and you did not arrest me. But the scriptures must be fulfilled." Then everyone deserted him and fled.
There have been several theories put forward over the years as to why Judas betrayed Jesus. He had been possessed by the devil, he was disillusioned by the lack of impact Jesus' ministry was having on the world, he simply got greedy. 3 years earlier, Judas had been chosen by Jesus, just as Jesus had chosen the other 11 disciples. Judas then spent those 3 years travelling with Jesus and hearing his teachings, just as the other 11 disciples had. He was part of that close-knit team of friends and colleagues working together for one central aim of the glory of God. But something went wrong for Judas. We can't be certain of the reason, but we know it happened, and it could have happened to any of them, just as it can happen to any of us. Regardless of where you are in your Christian journey, temptation happens. Right from the first day you accept Jesus into your life to your final day on earth, it is possible for you to lose your way, lose sight of your priorities, and turn your back on Jesus. Do you ever compare yourself to other Christians? Do you find yourself assuming that those that have been Christians longer, or those who make the most noise about their faith, must be better Christians? There may well have been those in Jesus' time who felt the same about the disciples. They were the closest people to Jesus and had the most experience and knowledge of him. They should have been model followers of Jesus. And that includes Judas. No one, other than God, truly knows what is happening within a person's heart. And it's not for us to judge or make assumptions about another's unique relationship with Jesus or their journey of faith. And whilst I'm here, there's no such thing as a better Christian. The other 11 disciples didn't let Judas's act of betrayal stop them from following Jesus and spreading the news about his resurrection across the globe. They may have made mistakes along the way, like Peter and his denial, but they always came back to Jesus. Just as it's easy for us to turn away from Jesus at any point in our lives, it's possible to come back. He will always be waiting with open arms if we are willing to be embraced by them. Have you become distracted from your relationship with Jesus? What things in your life cause distraction? How can you make sure that you stay focused on him? Shall we pray? Dear Lord, for the times when our priorities are distracted and we turn away from you, we ask for your forgiveness. Help us to stay focused on you, not worrying about others or comparing ourselves to them. As we travel on our own path of faith, come closer to us and strengthen our relationship with you. Amen.